This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, we bring you a release you can't wait for. A Vinylphyle release of a Gang Starr classic, a new biopic coming your way, Trick Daddy causing much static in New York, Cappadonna Pillages the Galleria, and new music from friend of the show who's going to blame me for something, Billy Danze. What else? Let's listen.
It's not just any day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
All you kids want to get on and shit.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I'll be damned. At the count of three, I want y'all to tell me the name of my DJ. 1, 2, 3. Poppers popping, the breakers break. The fellas say ho and the girls say hey. Give it up for the DJ, Mr. Throwback Thursday.
And now, here's your hosts, Bill Winters and Mr. Throwback Thursday himself, Jamie Robinson.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Mr. Throwback Thursday. It's episode 638, and it's your two favorite idiots bringing you all the news that is news across the nation. Bill up in New York, Jamie down in Virginia, and it looks like Rob is joining us tonight. We have not seen Rob in a while. Hello, Rob.
No, I reached out to Rob the other day to check in on him, see how he was doing, because I told him we missed him here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see, and he is checking in, reading the message. We will keep you in our thoughts and offer you whatever support you need, my friend, because you are indeed a very vital member of the posse.
Oh, yes.
But it's nice to see his face, at least.
It is.
His pseudo face in the chat. So,
yes. Especially since Iron Maiden got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they said, fuck you, we're not coming.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the way Bruce has always been. Fuck you guys.
They're on tour, so
yeah.
They're not. And Wu-Tang officially in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, you can officially announce it now.
We can officially now. I think it became official like a half an hour after we got off last week.
Alfredo broke news, but Bill said, I'm not accepting that Alfredo news.
I didn't not accept
yes,
it.
I know.
We needed confirmation. That's all. You know what, Rob? I kind of agree with you. Rob says Rock Hall really means nothing in his opinion.
Right.
All these Hall of Fames are privately owned entities that basically just do what they want to do. There are so many groups that I would consider Hall of Fame worthy that for one reason or another have not gotten a sniff. And now most of them don't even want to be bothered, like Maiden.
Yeah.
Like Jethro Tull. They'll never go in. Even if they're nominated, they won't show up.
No.
Ian has come right out and said, we don't even want to be considered. So
that's Bruce Dickens basically saying, you fuckers don't know shit about rock and roll. Fuck off. I don't care.
So, but it gives us something to talk about. And the fact that Wu-Tang's going in, I'm sure pisses off Gene Simmons. So
yes, and that's all that really matters.
That's always good to us. So, Gail has joined us fresh off of another flight, honor flight. I hope that went as well as it could have gone for you, Gail.
What is up, Zach?
Nice to stay back.
Zach McKinnon's here. Look, everybody,
on the gram.
No, he commented right here. I'll show you right on the rock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that. Okay.
So I've known Zach for about 112 years. We served together on the greatest warship the Navy ever had to offer.
Was that the Saipan?
That was the Saipan. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
good man,
on news. Jelly Roll elbowed Pat McAfee through a table at WrestleMania Night 1. Yes.
That is the latest in hip hop news.
I did watch WrestleMania. Might be the last WrestleMania I watched for a while. Because next year they're doing it in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just, bleh,
that just means you get to watch it earlier.
Yeah, that just means they're taking that blood money is what that means.
It's not new. It's what Vince does.
Vince isn't involved anymore.
Yes, he is. Shut up.
No, he wasn't even at the Hall of Fame ceremony to watch his own daughter get in. So
yeah, I was in.
That Hall of Fame means as much as Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too, by the way.
I was in from 1991 to 2011.
20 years.
Yes.
And then I went down for the party.
Yes, that's all that really matters. That's why you do 20 years, is for the party.
Mm-hmm. It was a good cake, too.
I thought
nice
so.
cake. So what do we got going on for
I
tonight,
have
my
no
friend?
clue.
I think we've got standard issue
I hope
menu
so.
of items this week. We don't have any guests scheduled. Doesn't mean somebody isn't going to pop on. That happens every once in a blue moon.
It
But
does.
right now, we are scheduled to have just hip hop headlines.
Mhm.
We are scheduled to have some woo news, of
We are.
course. We are scheduled to have a one and done and a record of the week,
Mhm.
which this is a new one, isn't it?
It
the record
is.
of the week. This is the newest.
The other day, yeah.
We have 2 more weeks of our artist of the month for April,
We do.
and we'll remind you who that is. And we do have an old to the new
Mhm.
from good friend of the show, the one who likes to blame me for shit, Billy Danze. So you want to get your MOP feel on?
No, it's Bill's fault.
There it is. So we'll be happy to bring you that every time. Billy's given us a couple of songs during
Yes.
the course of the run of the show, and they've all been bangers. So
Yeah, I haven't heard a bad one come out of him.
I expect nothing less. So I'm kind of amped to see how that goes tonight. But that's the basic lineup for tonight. Everything else is
I'm
good.
hyped
You had a
'cause
good
I'm
weekend. I had a good weekend. We've got,
Yeah. I went to
Little bit of-
Casino and made a couple bucks.
yes, you sent me, multiple booms? What did I call
Yeah.
it? Boomapalooza?
Yeah,
Is
indeed,
that what I
it
called
was.
it?
It was all the same machine, too.
Yeah, that's a good machine,
That's
man.
what they call a heater.
You was on a heater, yes. I just called it Boomapalooza.
And that's what it was. I was quite happy with it.
So congratulations to you.
Yeah.
I bartended on Saturday.
Thought you say I barfed on Saturday.
No, bartended on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. Did you see Casanova Frankenstein at the Casino? Was it the CASA, the NOVA, and the rest is Frankenstein?
Indeed.
They give out lots of free liquor, but my wife just drinks the wine.
Yeah, well, that sucks that Portsmouth Casino doesn't give out free liquor.
No, they don't.
Virginia laws.
Well, you know how they can be.
Mhm.
So, shall we get going on episode 638 and gives the people what they want?
Yes, yes.
All right. So, for the 638th time in the existence of this show, would you please hit me with a little of that Triple H, please?
Yay, yay.
That's 2 pleases.
To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't stop, don't stop. That's effects with the real hip hop, hip hop. To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't quit, don't quit. That's effects, and we came to rip shit, rip shit. To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't stop, don't stop. That's effects with the real hip hop, hip hop. To the hip, dip, the hop, you don't quit, don't quit.
This is Hip Hop Headlines brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
We'll get on it. It's your turn.
It is. I
It
didn't get the memo.
is.
So, we are going to start with the Linwood Times. Linwood?
Burke?
No, Linwood was actually the name of the nursery school I went to up in Rhinebeck.
Wow. I just think of Butch Burke. That's the only Linwood I knew.
Spelled different. Yes, spelled differently as well. Legends of the West for our TBT Posse listeners out in the Pacific Northwest, or our West Coast correspondent if he's out there. They're going to want to mark their calendars for this one. According to the Linwood Times, the Tulalip Resort Casino in Washington State has just announced a massive triple bill for their 2026 summer concert series called Legends of the West Part 2, suitably known as Electric Boogaloo.
Indeed.
Set for Saturday, July 18th, this 3,000-seat outdoor amphitheater is bringing in The Game, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Oakland's own Loonies,
Yeah,
because they got 5 on it.
they do.
It is a serious lineup that bridges different eras and subgenres of the West Coast sound. You have The Game, who famously put the entire coast on his back and brought it back to the mainstream in the mid-2000s with the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the legendary Who Gives a Fuck About a Goddamn Grammy-winning melodic flow of Bone Thugs and Harmony, who were heavily guided by Easy Motherfucking E in their early days.
Yeah, they are also on this final chamber tour with the Woo.
Yes, they are. we are kicking it off, of course, is Loonies, representing the Bay Area with that certified platinum 1995 absolute monster of a hit that we use for our Patreon called... I was waiting to see if you had the button ready.
I did not. I wasn't.
I kind of caught you unawares.
Yeah.
It's called I Got Five on it.
Yes. I'm like two banks over from there.
Oh, okay. Well,
there you go.
Or more. It's funny to hear that, not say that.
I know.
Oh, goodness. Tickets officially on sale now, running anywhere from $75 up to $115 for an outdoor midsummer show with 3 acts that all have undeniable era-defining hits. It's a good throwback ticket.
It is. I don't know if I would go Legends of the West. And I don't know where I would include Bone Thugs, anything in the West, because they're from Ohio.
I was going to say, aren't they from, they're from like the Cleveland area, aren't they?
Yep. East 99 is where you find us. Yeah.
Is that even considered Midwest? I don't even know what that's considered.
It's west of New York.
Yeah. It's
that's how we define the West for hip hop.
West of Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That's basically it. You drive through Pittsburgh and you'll eventually hit Cleveland, I think. I've flown to Cleveland a couple times. I actually like Cleveland.
I heard it rocks, but
that depends on who you ask. So let's look at the 3 that they talked about. I mean, Bone Thugs, of course.
Right.
What's your feeling on the game? I know we don't.
So
because he's early 2000s, he's a little bit outside of our realm.
He's a very, very, I mean, when you're talking about Legends of the West, I suppose he is one.
Mm-hmm.
I've never liked his style. And the stuff I have listened to from him, he seems to like name drop everybody he's ever known.
Yeah.
In every song. And it kind of gets irritating. He's the West Coast 50 Cent to me.
Okay.
I mean, they have not that 50 Cent drops everybody's name or anything, but they came out. Well, I came aware of them both around the same time, and they've both had a very large following, and I never got into either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't have an opinion on them. I don't listen. It's really about it.
Okay. And then, of course, the third one is Loonies, and we've done the Loonies record.
Yes.
So the single versus the catalog is what everybody knows. I Got Five on it.
They do.
Which is
Jordan Peele even slowed it down and used it in which movie was that? Was that Us?
Us? Yeah.
It was in the intro. They're driving down the road here.
Yeah. I got five on it.
It's all creepy. Do-dum-dum.
Ohio isn't the OG West. Case Western Reserve University is called such because it was in the West and it's in Eastern Ohio. Okay. John always giving us the haps.
Yes.
The single verse catalog, of course, subjectively one of the greatest hip hop records of the entire 1990s is I Got Five on it.
Yeah.
One single that massive, universally loved, is it enough to sustain a 30-year touring career, even if the rest of their catalog isn't as well known to the casual fan? Or does that one song kind of act as a gateway? Say, hey, you know what we do, and yeah, we're going to play that. But here's what else we do.
Yeah. They've got a couple songs, not I wouldn't say more than a couple. That people know, but they all know that one.
Right.
And I think if you like their sound, that's all you really need out of them. If you like I Got Five on it, you're probably going to like everything else they do. You may not be able to sing along with it, but it should be enough to carry you through their show.
Right. And I can't imagine that each one of these acts is going to be an hour or anything like that.
No, I wouldn't. And honestly, I think Bones probably got the most songs that everybody knows.
Yeah, I would. Out of the 3, I would definitely say that's the case.
The game probably has a much larger fan base and following, But as far as the general West Coast public, I think Bone has the most known catalog.
Okay, so Mr. Throwback Thursday is now out west and has an opportunity to see this show.
Mm-hmm.
Are you paying $75 to $115 for one ticket for this specific lineup?
I'm not. And that's saying something from me because I love to support old school hip hop shows.
Yeah.
I don't have to like everybody on the bill, but I'm going to go out and pay to see them so that they keep bringing the shows.
Right. But that's a little steep for this lineup.
I think so. Well, I'm going to go hip hop adjacent. I'm going to go into funk. Morris Day and the Time.
Mm-hmm.
One of my all-time favorite bands.
You mean the grandest band in the land?
Damn straight. The motherfucking Time. I've seen Morris twice. I've not gone to see Morris 3 times here because he's been part of a jazz festival one time. Mm-hmm. Some other festival another time where the tickets were $150 because it was a festival.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see any part of that festival. I just wanted to see Morris.
Right.
So I have avoided that. This is that same kind of situation. If I wanted to go see Bone, I'm not paying $75 minimum to go see Bone.
No.
I am going to see Morris in June, by the way, here at Funkapalooza.
Yes, you are. You sent me that.
Yes.
So if any of those 3 is your thing and you're out on the West Coast and you decide to go to this
those
show,
3 things.
Or I mean, if you're a West Coast person, it could be all 3 of those.
Yeah. Plus, there's other stuff going on.
Maybe it's regional bias.
It could
on
be
our part that I don't think it's worth the money. But there are many people I'm sure out that way. I'm sure they're going to sell tickets.
Hopefully, we hear from Hugo about it. I mean, it's a little out of his travel range, I think, but his thoughts on it being a West Coast fan.
Yeah. So Hugo, if you hear this and you have thoughts on this concert, hit us up. Go to MrThrowbackThursday.com and hit that little microphone and hit us up. Article number 2 from Parade Magazine. You read Parade Magazine?
When was the last time you saw Parade Magazine?
When was the last time you saw a magazine?
Well, I go to the grocery store and they're still on the racks in the grocery store. I don't stop and look at them, but I know that they're there.
I don't see. I mean, it used to be a big thing.
Oh yeah.
When we were kids or whatever, you go to the grocery store, you go through all the magazines because you had your Fangorias and stuff like that, and then you had
Mad Magazine cracked,
Magazine cracked, and then as we got older, we got our hip hop on, and I went through the wrestling magazines. Of course, my holy grail was Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Yes.
But I think the only thing I see now is maybe a People at the register.
Yeah, at the register, yes. In my local grocery stores, Harris Teeter, Kroger, blah, 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 they still have a book and magazine section. It's like way down at the end of an aisle.
Oh, you know what? I think the Stop and Shop by me does too, but I never stop there because it's in an aisle I don't normally go in for anything.
Right. But it is there.
Okay, that makes sense now that I think about it. So anyway, Parade Magazine brings us Boots on the Ground, which is better than Pants on the Ground.
Indeed.
We are stepping just slightly outside of our traditional 90s hip-hop lane for this next story. The sheer weight of this collaboration makes it mandatory news, according to a new report from Parade Magazine. Legendary singer-songwriter Tom Waits has officially broken an 8-year recording silence to drop a brand new track with the British trip-hop pioneers, Massive Attack.
Mm-hmm.
We really wish we had Nipsey here for this one. The song, titled Boots on the Ground, is Waits' first new recorded work since 2018. It features his signature gravelly vocals layered over a stark, minimal, and heavily percussive soundscape produced by Massive Attack, the duo from Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
Track is unapologetically political and deeply urgent. It arrived alongside a visual slideshow documenting recent large-scale protests against ICE raids, domestic force militarization, and state authoritarianism. How's that for a word? Yeah. In fact, all the profits from the exclusive eco-friendly vinyl pressing of the single are going to go directly to the ACLU and the U.S. Immigrant Defense Project. Massive Attack described working with Tom Waits, who is now 76 years old, as an absolute, quote, career honor, end quote. Waits himself mentioned that he actually accepted the invitation to collaborate years ago, noting that the themes of human folly and conflict will unfortunately never go out of style.
It's a crazy, never in my life would I have said, yeah, Tom Waits is going to do an album with a hip hop group.
There have been so many strange, I mean, who would have
especially now, you know, that John Densmore.
I was going to say, I was just about to say, what about that Dope record?
Yeah. The one that came out on Record Store Day, and I have to go over and see if Freshtopia has a copy still because I didn't make it there Saturday.
So, unfortunately, he says human folly and conflict never goes out of style. It's like no one ever went broke underestimating the stupidity of the American public. So,
that's true.
It is a powerful reminder that these veteran acts are still actively using their art to push back against the establishment. Rage Against the Machine been doing that for years. I mean, what machine do you think they were raging against?
Indeed.
Not the washing machine, not the dishwasher. Massive Attack literally helped invent the dark atmospheric 90s trip hop sound, which had the heavy hip hop drum breaks and deep bass. I kind of think with the way Waits' voice is, that might be a nice fit.
It may very well work. It's just one of those things that caught me off guard. I was like, Tom Waits, really? Number one, Tom Waits is still alive?
It wasn't the name that immediately came to mind. You could have given me. Yeah, you could have given me 5 guesses. I wasn't going Tom Waits.
No.
Another protest song, of course, everybody, because they've had a lot of
reason to protest
material to use.
I got a right to be hostile.
My people have been persecuted.
Indeed.
I mean, Bruce Springsteen just did one too, didn't he? Like Minneapolis song or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So do you think a protest record coming from an older veteran like Tom Waits teamed up with an older group like Massive Attack, do you think that's going to carry the same kind of weight that so not weights, but weight. I didn't even realize I did that. Look at me. Oh my God, was that a White Lion reference?
It was, yes.
Wow.
It's easy to know that because that's the only word in the song.
Wait. I can't remember all the lyrics.
Yep.
I'm sure there's other lyrics to the song.
There, John said Bruce did Streets of Minneapolis.
Streets of Minneapolis. Okay.
You would think the motherfucking Time would do that.
Which is different than Streets of Philadelphia.
Indeed.
Which was an awesome song by Bruce. I'm anxious to hear this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just because, again, like you said, it's two things you wouldn't expect to have gone together. So,
and I would like to see if it comes out to be a Reese's Cup.
Article number 3 from You Discover Music.
I discovered
Vinylphyle.
I didn't know what the hell Vinylphyle was. I remember back in the day, and I say that like 20 years ago, where audiophile selections were a big thing. They were usually on CD, strangely enough.
Yeah.
But it was a much better audio copy of a CD than your standard copy of a CD.
Right.
So I knew audiophile. I'd never heard of Vinylphile.
Well, apparently that's a thing.
There's somebody who's really into their records.
Yeah. Fantastic news for the audiophiles and vinyl collectors in the TBT posse. According to You Discover Music, Hard to Earn, which is Gang Starr's 1994 monumental masterpiece of a record, is getting a massive premium reissue as part of UME's new Vinylphyle series. Hard to Earn, is that one of your favorites from them?
That is probably my... Okay. So Stephanie Arena is my favorite. No More Mr. Nice Guy is my second because it was the first album of theirs that I had.
Right.
Hard to Earn comes in next.
Okay, that's fair. I'll allow it. And I always ask you about the Gang Starr stuff because I know you know that inside and out.
Yes.
Not just a standard repress for this. This album has been completely remastered and pressed on 180-gram double vinyl at the world-renowned RTI pressing plant. So the sound quality is going to be top tier. It also comes packaged in a tip-on wrapped gatefold jacket with brand new liner notes. It's going to retail at about $55, which
for a double album,
the way vinyl is going right now, that's completely reasonable, I think.
Yeah, it's tough for me because it's still, I look at it and go, vinyl, but it's a record. You know, it's it's tough, but my my love of Gang Starr may win over my stinginess.
So this is targeted straight at the hardcore collectors who want to preserve golden era classics in the highest fidelity possible. So this article also highlights an older interview with Premier, where he talked about how Hard to Earn was actually a massive pivot for the group. Pivot!
There it is.
After the success of Step in the Arena and Daily Operation, Preem and Guru intentionally changed their sonic direction. They wanted to prove that Gang Starr couldn't be pigeonholed purely into the jazz rap lane, which is exactly why Guru launched the Jazzmatazz series on the side to protect the Gang Starr gritty boom bap reputation.
Right.
And he presented those under his name, his hip hop name, not under Gang Starr. Those were Guru records.
Exactly.
Like I said, compared to what vinyl's going for a double pressed record and a double album at that,
and
55
Vinylphyle, so a better sounding one apparently.
Yes, I would say that out of all of that, that's probably one of the more reasonable ones we've seen.
Yeah, because I have to go back and look. What was that Digital Underground one going for?
More than that.
I thought so. There's a Beastie Boys reissue of Five Boroughs too, but
so Hard to Earn also features the song Mass Appeal, which is famously a track mocking watered down radio friendly rap.
Your soul you would sell to have mass appeal. Yes. And it samples the youngsters.
Yes. Isn't it ironic though?
Don't you think?
That the anti-mainstream anthem that they put out ended up being one of Gang Starr's most universally loved, biggest commercial hits.
What? That's just like EPMD with Crossover. Just sitting there talking about don't cross over, and then everybody knows that song. It's one of their biggest hits. I think both of those songs though are because of what they're saying that had such an appeal to people saying, yeah, we hate when this happens. And they all gravitated toward the message of the song, and it made the song very popular.
I think you're spot on that, as you usually are with these things.
Every once in a while.
Article number 4, Biopizzle.
Yes. Wonder who this is about.
Hot New Hip Hop says we have some major Hollywood news regarding one of the most universally recognized icons in hip hop all over the place, the Olympics,
and all that. Oh.
All that. According to Hot New Hip Hop, the highly anticipated Snoop Dogg biopic is officially moving forward with a target release date sometime in 2027. And we finally have our lead actor. Snoop himself announced that Jonathan Davis, with 2 S's.
Not the guy from Korn?
No. Who is best known for starring in the Netflix series Outer Banks, has been officially cast to play him.
I've been to the Outer Banks. I've never watched the show The Outer Banks.
Janelle watches a lot of these Netflix things. I don't know if she's watched this one, but I've seen it on the You May Like thing.
Yeah, it's from what I hear, it's like a la One Tree Hill and that type of stuff. Yeah. So I'm out.
It appears that Snoop personally co-signed and handpicked the young actor for this monumental role. This report notes that Snoop is expected to have heavy on-set involvement during production, meaning he will be directly coaching Davis on how to capture that specific legendary Long Beach swagger. Is that second S on his name for Swizzle?
It could be.
Taking on the role of a living icon whose voice, mannerisms, and entire aesthetic are instantly recognizable across the entire globe. That's a lot of pressure for a young actor, for anybody, but especially for a young actor. This guy Davis is literally going to have to perform his interpretation of Snoop while the actual Snoop is sitting right behind the camera judging it.
Yeah.
It'd be like singing karaoke and having the artist sitting in the stands going, no, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah. But it's Saturday Night Live when they have all these people who have to do their impressions in front of the host, you know, who they're doing the impression of.
So the fact that Snoop handpicked this guy basically out of nowhere, and he's not well known. I mean, he's known for a teen drama series, but you think that's going to be a more authentic performance because the artist can directly mold him?
I think it's better that way. For as a comparison, not necessarily in the same vein, but you know, every time there's a new Superman reboot, they pick nobody. They try to find somebody who is not known, who is not super experienced. They say, well, you're going to be Superman now. You know, they don't grab somebody, you know, Nick Cage tried to get himself in, but that was a very different Superman movie that never made it. But
yeah, he tries to shoehorn himself into a lot of things.
Yeah, no, he looked very, very weird as that Superman. And anybody knows what I'm talking about, you know, and if you don't know, you should really look it up because there's a documentary on it that's awesome. But yeah, I think it's better to take people that people don't know and put them in these kind of roles whenever you can. Because otherwise you're going to be saying, I don't believe this guy as Snoop because I've seen him in all these other roles and there's no way that he is Snoop. You know, like if I were to see Tom Cruise in anything, I don't believe it's anything but Tom Cruise reading this guy's lines.
Right.
So to bring me somebody I have no idea who he is, I've not seen before.
Then you can't make that judgment because you got no frame of reference.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Gail makes a good point.
Exactly what you mean about Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Said it could also change their careers. So like, look at the guys who've played Superman. You know, they've all gone on. Well, majority of them have gone on to bigger and
pretty good success.
Yeah.
So do you think this kid's going to have a problem slipping into the Snoop mannerisms?
I don't know. Like I said, I've never watched The Outer Banks, so I don't know him, which is good. But if you're there working for Snoop to be Snoop, instructed by Snoop, he's got to think you can get it.
Tragedy could die.
Indeed. Thank you. It's like bringing in Jay Farrow.
Yeah.
You know, all he's got to do is study and go, okay, I got it. You know?
Jay Farrow get it.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds too. Between Straight Outta Compton, All Eyes on Me, the Wu-Tang Hulu series, now this Snoop thing. Are we done with the West Coast hip hop biopics? Have we gotten all of them?
I don't know.
Or will the culture always line up for these kind of things? I mean,
I think it's left. Word of the motherfucking DJ Quick.
Too Short.
He kind of has one. Yeah. Is really, really loose. But the movie Freaky Tales. That's what John says. Too short. Yes. I would like to see.
Tales was an unofficial, I think.
But he was in it. It's crazy. I saw it.
He was in it, but not as himself. Kind of like.
Yeah. He narrated the story. And then he was on screen as an associate of the guy playing Too Short.
Yeah. Kind of like Mario Van Peebles is Russell Simmons while Russell Simmons plays
Blair Underwood.
Yes, Blair Underwood. I'm sorry.
Yes, as Russell Simmons plays dude number 3 or whatever he was.
That was a long time ago.
I saw a commercial yesterday with Blair Underwood in it, some car commercial or something. And Ian was in there and I said, hey, look, it's Russell Simmons. and he had no idea what the hell I was talking about.
Now, see, if I was there, I would have said, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Article number 5, the Daily Record brings you Dre Day in New Jersey.
Indeed.
We have an amazing crossover between the rock establishment and hip-hop history to talk about. According to the Daily Record, the Bruce Springsteen Center for American Music at Monmouth University.
Which is what?
And whenever I smell cheap cologne and raccoons, I know I'm in New Jersey.
Well, they've just announced the inductees for their 2026 American Music Honors. It's not a Hall of Fame.
Nope.
And Dr. Dre is officially making history. He'll be the very first hip-hop artist. No accent.
Okay.
He'll be the very first hip-hop artist to receive this specific prestigious honor from the Springsteen Center. Dre is being celebrated alongside an eclectic class of absolute music royalty, including Dionne Warwick, punk poet Patti Smith, The Doors.
It's not Patti Smith.
Including John Densmore, who's working with Chuck D.
Indeed.
And the E Street Band. Of course, it's the Springsteen Center.
Well, yes.
Why would Springsteen's band be there?
Well, Clarence won't be there.
No. Ceremony is set for Saturday, April 18th, which actually just happened. It was hosted by veteran actor Brian Williams with Steve Van Zant's Disciples of Soul.
Stevie Van Zandt.
Serving as the house band. To make it even more fitting, the award was presented to Dre by his longtime friend and legendary business partner, Jimmy Iovine.
I think Stevie Van Zandt is the only Van Zandt who hasn't been the lead singer of Leonard Skinner.
I think you're right. So, congratulations to Dr. Dre. No accent.
Yeah. One of the other brothers was lead singer of 38 Special, but I don't know if he ended up singing for Skinner too or not.
There was also a country singer, a Van Zandt.
Yeah. Gus.
Towns Van Zandt.
Got me. I know Gus Van Zandt. And he is not a Van Zandt.
Gus. She can't talk. She can't walk a flight of steps. Article number 6, Men's Journal. Trick Daddy crowns the King of New York.
That is the strangest sentence I've heard on this show in a long time. Yeah. Wild debate to kick around today, sparked by one of the ultimate kings of the South weighing in on East Coast royalty. According to a new report from Men's Journal, Miami legend Trick Daddy recently caused a massive internet stir by officially crowning his pick for King of New York rap, and he completely bypassed all of the usual suspects. Now, when people argue over the King of New York, the conversation always almost defaults to Hawaiian Sophie, Biggie, Nas, maybe 50 Cent for those who don't know any better. Yeah. But Trick Daddy explicitly stated that Jay-Z isn't the greatest New York rapper. He handed the ultimate crown straight to the lip licker himself, James Todd Smith. Lower level, lackluster, last, least, limp, lover, LL Cool J. You guys may have heard of him.
Trick argued that LL's undeniable longevity, his absolute dominance in the 80s and 90s, his ability to repeatedly reinvent his style and maintain his superstar status make him the true undisputed greatest to ever do it from the city. It's always fascinating when an iconic Southern pioneer looks up top and gives an unbiased opinion on New York's Mount Rushmore. You know what? Greatest New York MC to you. I'll put LL top 5.
Yes. I can't not have LL on the list
because of what he did at such a young age.
Right. And he's still out there. Now, I'm not a big fan of all his more recent stuff, but he's still out there doing it and doing it well from what I hear.
Do it.
Stupid. He's got the catalog. He invented the term GOAT and labeled himself that and his album.
Yeah, didn't he? I was going to say he released that album.
Yeah. So to not have him even in your discussion is hip hop blasphemy, I guess. You
can roll out with that because that's ludicrous if you don't.
Yeah. The greatest MC to come out of New York, if I were to crown somebody, I don't even know right now.
Eric B got one of the hottest records in New York.
Yeah. I don't know. It really.
New York.
I mean, rock him, but he doesn't have the catalog and the staying power of a Busta Rhymes, who also has the same kind of talent.
Mm-hmm. But
level.
then what about the originators? What about the Melly Mel's of the world?
Yeah, I know. Say I could not pick. It wouldn't be Jay-Z, and but I couldn't argue with someone who said it was. It wouldn't be Nas. Well, it might be Nas. But again, I couldn't argue that with anybody either. And the people who say Biggie because he brought hip hop back to New York, I get that too.
What about Chris Parker?
And have you seen all the stink going on with him lately?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah. Shan has gone off his goddamn rocker.
Shan goes off his goddamn rocker at least every other year. So that's why we love Shan.
I think he even put his teeth in for the last video. He was going after Chris.
Well, I put my teeth in for the show, so that's good.
So you know how serious it is.
Yeah.
So when he break out both sets and threw them in there, it was serious. But it's because he was going off on Chris for basically defending Bambaata's actions, making himself appear pro Peterphile.
Yeah.
That's what the stink is.
Yeah.
But yes, musically and knowledge and whatnot, I would not take Lawrence Krishna Partner off that list. He would be there.
Right. But again, that goes back to the separating art from artist thing that we talked about last week. So
I mean, I would even put Chuck on that list.
Oh, I'd put Chuck on that list.
So definitely. I mean, it's difficult to even have a New York Mount Rushmore that people aren't going to argue about. Right. But that is what we like to do in hip hop. We like to argue about stuff like this. To say who is the best because I said so, go ahead, defend your opinion. Well, I can't defend an opinion because it's my opinion. But, there's been more than one day or night that I sat and argued with people on the fantail of the ship over who was a better MC. I had a guy 98, 99 time frame.
2 numbers.
Indeed. Who would sit there and argue with me that DMX was the greatest MC in the world.
And in his opinion?
Right. So, and at that point, I wasn't big on DMX. I was like,
no, we didn't get big on DMX until we started doing the show.
Yeah.
I've said DMX and Redman are probably
for you,
two artists that I was not big on when we started. And the more we did this show, the more I grew an appreciation for both of them. Because I mean, it's dark and hell is hot.
You say each one teach one. That's
how I did say that. Yes. Yes. So I guess LL's got to be in the conversation. But again, it's like trying to pick your favorite kid too. So there are enough people that can be in an argument in the conversation that more than one person believes legitimately belong there. The Guardian is going to bring us our next article, and that would be article
number Super 7.
Brought to you by Super 7 at super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday, which is your landing point to get all the Super 7 reaction figures. What are we holding up this week? We're holding up the old dirty bastard.
Yeah, you see what he's wearing?
What is he wearing? Let me see. Because it's kind of going in and out on the green screen. Oh, okay.
This suit that he's wearing right here?
Yeah.
It costed him a lot of money.
Costed him a lot of money today. Yes.
You see what it says on the back?
I don't know how you will see it, but when it comes to the children,
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Rest in peace to the one and only
John,
old dirty bastard.
The Blizzard Man is the king of hooks. That's where he lands on my list. You got to investigate Blizzard Man to have this conversation.
The king of hooks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. When you need a hook, you need that quick feature.
Mm-hmm.
Blizzard Man, he's your guy.
There you go.
We'll get to him on the break. We'll teach Bill on the break.
Article number Super 7.
Yes.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Not a meatloaf thing. The Guardian says we literally just talked about the endless frustrating
We said that.
twist.
The Guardian didn't say that part.
Right, we did. We already have another massive development to report because we talked about this just last week.
Indeed.
And then the Guardian comes out with this, and you sent it to me, and that's basically what I said was, well, that's one. A third man, according to the Guardian, a third man charged in the killing of Jam Master Jay in 2002 is officially planning to change his plea to guilty. His name is Jay Bryant. His involvement is a bit of an outlier compared to the other two defendants. We just talked about how Carl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington.
Not Carl's Jr.
Went to trial and were convicted earlier this year before Jordan's conviction was completely thrown out and overturned by a judge.
Yeah.
Bryant, however, was indicted much later in 2023. This happened after his DNA was allegedly found on a hat left at the Queen's Music Studio where the shooting took place.
A baseball hat.
Prosecutors claim that Bryant had very little direct connection to Jay, but was the one who slipped into the building and opened a back fire door so the other two men could bypass security and ambush the pioneer, Jam Master Jay. Court documents filed this week show that Bryant and federal prosecutors are actively negotiating a plea agreement. If he actually goes through with it, it will mark the very first time in almost 24 years that anyone has officially admitted in a court of law to playing a role in the death of Jason Mizell.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a good start.
Maybe. But speaking of like these murder trials, completely new school. And I know you and I have spoken about this in the past.
Was that David thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like they got his ass.
Oh, they did get his ass. Yeah, they got his ass big. And
this is going to be one of those where they're going to use the music against him.
I'm sure they will, because...
And you have a song titled the girl's name that was in his trunk?
Pretty much, yeah. From what I remember, because we talked about it when it happened.
Yeah.
That's just disturbing.
The level of insanity there. I do want to touch real quick. When we were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I was talking to Grandmaster T this week. He called me up and he said, I got some questions. He said, and I said, well, I'm going to bring them up on the show. How do you feel about Latifah and Light getting in under this weird category? Was it early influencers? Something like that?
Influencers or whatever it was. Yeah. When we got the news last week,
we didn't know what the hell that was.
Remember, I saw their names on the t-shirt that was put out in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame shop. And then the more we read about it, it's like this early influencer thing. And to me, I don't know. I guess I'm of two minds of it. You know, any press is good press.
Right.
So they say. But I think those two should have went in before Missy.
Yeah. And what I was saying, Alfredo, is I don't believe that Light will get in on her musical catalog. I love MC Light. I've said it for years. I don't think she gets in on her musical catalog.
I don't think Latifah does either, because I just don't think it's that vast.
No, I think she has a better chance than Light because of her versatility.
Yeah, because, she's also not just a hip-hop artist.
Right, that's why. So
Missy doesn't have a big catalog either, though.
Yeah, but she was the female Busta Rhymes. I mean, she was a game changer for
her delivery style
for females in hip hop. I mean,
she was a game changer for the video component.
Oh yes,
of yes, rap. That I will say, which is probably a huge thing why she got in.
Yeah, but if we're talking about early influencers or whatever,
How's Shot Rock not in?
Right, Shot Rock and Shantae.
And Shantae, yes.
How about...
I would put those two in, and as much as I love Latifah and Light,
yes, I
would put Shantae and Shah Rock in before those two.
Yes, that was one of the things that was bothersome for me is if you're going to have an early influencer category, and these are the first two that you're bringing in,
who did they get their influence from?
Right, you're jumping 15 years into the future from where this started. That was a problem for me. Like, again, I love Light, I love Latifah, and put them both in, great.
Yeah, and there's a reason Shah Rock is the luminary icon.
Yeah, but if this is your beginning, and it is early influencers,
I don't think you know what the word early means.
No. I mean,
yeah,
Curtis Blow.
I'm having a Princess Bride moment. I don't think that word means what
you think it means. Yeah.
Like I said, any press is good press. Any publicity is good publicity. Yeah. I'm very happy that they're being recognized.
Of course, well they
should be. Because we're both female Mount Rushmore of MCs. We put both of them on there. Mm-hmm. Light is on the altogether Mount Rushmore of MCs for both of us, which most people find a little bit head scratching, but I stand by it.
Indeed.
I don't know. Do I think it's kind of a throw them a bone kind of thing? Mm-hmm. Maybe. Do you think it's just another way to get two more hip hop acts in there to get people talking?
Maybe. And maybe it is
because of all the types of artists that go into this, nothing generates more heated discussion than having hip hop artists. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think any other style of music gets the vitriol that hip hop does when they're included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And I attribute a lot of that to Gene Simmons, not just because he's the one saying it, because he said it so much that other people started to parrot it.
Yeah. So that's a good question. I hope I gave a good answer.
Yeah. No, Alfredo comes in with good ones.
Alfredo does come in with good ones. He's a very thought-provoking guy. I would love to have him just jump on some night, unannounced, just pop in and turn it into a discussion fest.
Goes, dudes.
Speaking of dudes.
Yes.
Time to get to the dude wipe section of the show. It is time for New School News. According to Hot New Hip Hop, King Harris arrested on drug charge in a Pikachu onesie.
That's just stupid. I don't even know what to say. It's fucking stupid.
King Harris.
Didn't he just drop some diss track against 50 Cent or something because 50 was talking about his mom?
Yes.
Call me a motherfucker. I said, yeah, fuck your moms. What?
So we said, is King Harris any relation to Fat Slob, Don't Go to School, No Girlfriend?
Or King Tonga?
King Tonga. Haku.
Indeed.
If you look at the hair in the shot, he does kind of look like one of the Wild Samoans, but
it could be King Hippo.
Look, I love that game, but after that reference, that
is enough
of that
shit.
We are going to take our first break of the evening, and when we come back, it'll be time for Woo News, featuring the newest inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Wu-Tang Clan. Woo News on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 638, coming back after the break.
Hello.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Benson, and you're listening to Jamie and Bill on Mr. Throwback Thursday. Where am I? A bathroom.
Mr. Throwback Thursday. That good shit for while you're taking a shit.
1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? This is Ghostface straight from Staten Island, New York. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. Y'all know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays, Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On Woo News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, You God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and Old Dirty Bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Shimmy, shimmy, on it.
That good shit for when you're taking a shit. Doug Benson, I'm in the bathroom.
Statistically, most people listen to podcasts while they're in the bathroom. 100 people surveys, top 8 answers on the board. Where do you listen to podcasts?
Show me fart noise. Oh, good God. Woo News.
Yes.
Here for you. Woo News Article 1. RZA wants Barry O from Consequence. We're not talking about Barry Orton
or Johnny K9.
Bob Orton. We're talking about, of course, Barack Obama. We have an awesome update regarding the Wu-Tang Clan's upcoming induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this November, according to Consequence.
That was my WrestleMania nod.
Yes. Barry O.
Barry O.
Johnny K9, where to drop down. God. According to Consequence, RZA recently sat down with Rolling Stone and revealed his absolute dream shortlist for who should actually present the legendary group with the honor. At the very top of his list is none other than Barack Obama.
Indeed.
RZA called him the only person that he's a super fan of, that he has never officially met. But if the former president isn't available... That's my Obama impression. It's not great. RZA threw out a few other wild suggestions, including Quentin Tarantino, because it gives him ample opportunity to drop the N-word 112 more times, which is what he loves to do.
Hey, and their new movie comes out, I believe, May 1st. 1 spoon of chocolate or something like that. Whatever it was, I'm going to see it.
He also mentioned Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not Da Vinci, because that would be a little strange.
LeBron James. Even floated the idea of having, and we mentioned it before, Rage Against the Machine reunite for one night just to induct them, paying homage to their legendary joint tour in 1997.
Wow.
As for the actual speeches at the ceremony, RZA hinted that they will probably just nominate one single member to speak on behalf of the entire group, just to keep things moving.
Which will probably be the RZA.
It will not be you, God. He joked that some of us could talk, some of us don't talk, so they need to regulate the mic. Considering the monumental class they're entering with this year, which also includes Oasis, Sade, and Joy Division, seeing Obama or Rage hand that trophy to the Wu would be an incredible full circle cultural moment. Now, Barack has always openly embraced hip hop. But if he inducts Wu-Tang, how fucking huge is that?
Yeah.
That's bigger than Belafonte inducting Public Enemy.
We'll give a goddamn Public Enemy anyway.
At that point, if Obama's up there, can Gene Simmons finally shut the fuck up?
No, he cannot.
Because
he can be welcome to do so, but he will not.
He will have the right to shut the fuck up. What he will not have is the ability, probably.
Apparently, yes. That's
so. It'll be very interesting. I'm really looking forward to this year's ceremony just to see. I think HBO does it live.
I think so. Yes.
And then ABC, I think, did a 10 months later special on it or something. I just watched it not too long ago.
I think once it is done, it can be requested on Plex.
Yahoo brings us our next one. The Pillage.
Yes.
From downtown Manhattan, The Pillage.
I believe this is in Pennsylvania.
Yes, a completely unexpected and highly localized retail story that feels like it belongs in a totally different decade. According to Yahoo Entertainment and local Pennsylvania outlets, a member of the legendary Wu-Tang Clan has officially opened up a brand new brick and mortar clothing store inside the Johnstown Galleria in Western Pennsylvania.
A dead mall. Yes. So anybody want to take a guess at who it might be? I mean, if you're a fan of this artist, you already know because of the name of it, but I don't know a lot of people who are fans of this particular artist. No, it's not you, God.
No.
All right, long enough.
Okay.
Most people are probably just hearing.
Yes, who is it?
Fucking Cappadonna.
Who is it? For those who don't know, the Johnstown Galleria is one of those massive classic indoor American shopping malls that has recently gained notoriety online for essentially turning into a dead mall.
Look at that.
Quiet halls and empty storefronts, kind of like the Hudson Valley Mall.
Yeah, kind of like most malls.
That a pioneer of gritty 90s New York hip hop is intentionally planting a flag and opening a physical clothing shop right in the middle of a struggling Pennsylvania mall is a fascinating business move. Now I can just see Pepper Brooks. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
That's right. For him. But the question really is he trying to bring people back to the mall? Is he trying to spawn business for other companies? Or does he figure there's an Annie Ann's and a Lids here? Somebody's got to come and see my store.
Yep. Really feels like a massive throwback to 95 when the group basically invented the rapper-owned apparel game with the original Woo-Wear brand. Instead of just launching another direct-to-consumer online shop or doing a limited digital drop like every other artist does, they're actually giving local fans a physical retail spot to walk into, bringing that authentic 36 Chambers energy straight into the Rust Belt. So,
bringing the motherfucking ruckus.
Okay, Cap, you do your thing, bud.
Yeah, it's going to work or it's not going to work.
I hope it works out for him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you're Cappadonna. You've got Woo money. You're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
You can take the chance for this to not work. On the chance that it will work.
Yeah.
I could not take this chance.
No.
Cappadonna can do it. And I believe research department or research department husband, I believe that Cappadonna is married to the daughter of the Minister Louis Farrakhan. If my memory serves,
I think we read that somewhere. Didn't we talk about that?
I don't know.
We did.
I don't know. So there are so many things that happened during this show, and that could have happened leading up to this show. Could have been something that I sent you on a Tuesday afternoon. I don't know what happens when. And I don't know if we have anybody. Now, I know we've got people been around a long time. I don't know if we have anybody who's listened to every episode to be able to say, yes, you're right. You did talk about it on the show.
Other than the research department.
I make the research department do things. They don't voluntarily go and listen to old episodes. Although, if you are a patron, there is a folder in my Google Drive with every single past episode, even though there are only 100 available on the website and on streaming services. Maybe a few more than 100 right now because I have to update things and remove things, but I had to create Bill an email address, which now takes up space. And
all right. So where did we leave off here? Now that we were talking about the
give me the status.
Yes. ODB is still not alive, and You God is still not talented.
But
so it's music time
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Yeah.
And we are not.
So congratulations to you, God.
NODB.
Let's do some music, shall we? NODB.
Yeah.
It's time for the one and done.
Ooh.
And the one and done this week is yet another one. And when you sent it to me,
what?
I was like, I don't know these people.
I didn't think you would. Which again,
this record came.
What makes it fun?
1996. Oh man, we have to throw this out one to John. So
yeah, it's bookended.
This is a true one and done.
It is.
I do not see another record by Trey 6.
Yep.
The only record I see by them is the one we are doing this week, the one and done for episode 638, Tech Life. I have a whole shit ton of tracks on here. 3, 6, 9, 12.
I have 24, 18, but one 21, is a bonus 20, track.
24 with a bonus track is what I have as well. John,
okay.
The name of the album is Trey 6. Or the name of the group is Trey 6. Yes. Track number 1 is In Tray. Not an intro, but an in tray because it's Trey 6.
Yes.
We will throw this to DJ In Trayduction and see if he wants to include it. In Tray.
To help you set up and adjust the sound from your headphones or speakers, we are providing the following music. This is the left channel. This is the right channel. And now, both channels.
That was it, huh?
19 seconds.
Track number 2 is the title track, Tech Life.
This is a jack trying to buck you getting wet up. I want your phone, so bitch nigga shut up. Heavy shit, quite blessed at the bottom. From the keys to the tree, I'm shit starting up. 4 deep in this black Jeep. 2 shades behind the wheel, Trey 6 in the back seat. Dark pits, no evidence of the sense smoke. Let's play a game down south, we call it cutthroat. Up your fun, the run, interrupt your life, bitch. Must I shoot or you should go next right, bitch. Since a jet, I'm out the project.
Track number 3, Life is Crazy. Yes, it is.
John said that is a perfect introduction, by the way.
Okay. You know, when you get that sample in the back, it's going to be a good track.
Yes, I agree.
Track number 4, Radio Show.
Ooh, flavor in your ear. Simply entitled, Life is Crazy. I like that one there. By the 9 and Co. who just happen to be here live at WFNK Studios. Station that only plays that. Bomb shit. So what's happening, fella?
All right, Papa, what's happening?
Saying no, life that crazy. See y'all fresh in that NSX out there. Also got our phone lines.
Track number 5, Definition of the 9.
What's the meaning of the 9? I might blow smooth like a tech or a Glock with 9 shots aimed to your neck. Or is it maybe meaning something like the 9%? But I won't speak that shit, it's only 9 cents. Or is it just the same as added 1 to 8? Or maybe could it relate to the brothers dying rate? Because 9 will die in a 9-day span. And it takes 9 police for a 5-9 man. Dang! Shit like that sounds cold. But add a 40 to the 9 and I might win the Super Bowl. It's all about...
You might win the Super Bowl.
Or might mess around and get a triple double.
Indeed.
Track number 6, Take What You Can Get.
I seen a nigga drive by, fly by, booming system pumping wide. He's only taking time out to roll his windows up. I can't stand to see him slipping, thinking to myself, if this motherfucker stop, I'm gonna drop him like self. And top it all off, yo, his ride is looking decked out. Deep dish Dayton's and stupid ass nigga crack the door to double blunt. Now I'm thinking like a virgin on a hot blind date. Take out this nigga's tape and throw up in my nigga phone tape. Take out the wires from the cellular. I do this on the regular. Niggas be slipping and I'm telling you. I roll through the hood in your fly shit, hanging out the window saying, oh, this my shit. One wheel up.
Track number 7, PG Interlude.
Not an R-rated one.
No.
Told your stupid ass on, like, come around here, man.
Dog, we go see your hoes, ain't no motherfucking problem.
She ain't no those foot dragging, man. She ain't no good for you. No good.
So what, dog? It don't take a minute.
Just hurry up, man.
Who is it? Nina, man. What you want, nigga? Shanika in there, man. Shanika! You got copies.
Shanika. Track number, what are we up to? 9?
Yes.
Project Girl. Well, we knew a couple of those.
We did.
I'm in love with a project girl. Shanika, hey, how you doing? It's the Nina. Saw you at the store when your ass never looked meaner. Acting stank, but I guess it's all good. Cause you got me daydreaming about the queen of the hood. Never dish cause you got the 9.
Good.
Track number 10, Trey 05.
As opposed to Trey 6.
Oh, what's up? Y'all know what it is. Yeah, Trey plus 6. And the nigga that took stuff. I don't play like I used to. That baby's that Miami ATL thing. Coming together, straight from the SWATs, MIA. My whereabouts are unknown until I zone. Step foot in my dome, it's curtains phone home. To your peeps and tell them I'm raw and discreet. I had you freestyling in your sleep. But let's
Track number 11, Begging Ass.
This is a song about Keith Sweat.
Yo, big man, before you go in the store, let me hold a little change so I can go in there and get me something to drink or something.
I ain't got nothing for you, man.
Man, let me hold a little something. God, little spare change.
For you, man.
God damn, man, I just seen you pull up in that big Mercedes, and yeah, I see the Land Cruiser right behind. I know you got $2 or something, man.
For you, man.
Man, you ain't shit.
You want $2? I gave him about $3.50.
Let's try track number 11 because that was track 10. Do Faux Self.
I worked too hard for these dollars, quarters, nickels, dimes, and shiny pennies. I'm up early in the morning while you still catching Z's. So check yourself. I don't be got no wealth. I'm trying to come up my damn self. Fucking around with this music, and while I do's that, where you at? Spinning your Gucci on them hoochies at the Rolex. Out late wild, the next day you out of cash. Bumming, let a nigga get slime. Your ass out of gas, and don't get me wrong, cause I ain't no selfish nigga. But if I go broke helping your ass, who gon' help this nigga? Shit, I wish I could help you out with a little something. But I'm skinny, my nigga. I can't put nothing on nothing. All the latest shit, shoes and clothes. This is the
I have to tell you that the way the lyrics flowed on that reminded me of the video you sent me today with the slur.
Yep.
That I have seen that before. And then I read the comments, and that guy's like, he got him as a slurrigate. And I was like, that is the greatest thing I've ever heard. There's not enough likes on the internet to make that comment.
Yep.
The way it should have been. Oh, that was great. Track number 12. Times keep slipping.
It was the 4-7 and my mama was the patient, pushing like one way and hoping I would make it. I fat ass once and got my first butt open, held my breath and broke the cushion. And guess who came to? Was finally born, and at the same time, my hopes of being a man was really torn. Cause my pops were in the end, so mama let my feet, and all I had was 2 sisters and my Uncle Pete. I used to kick it with the homies from my hood.
And my Uncle Pete.
And Ray and all the.
See, if you watch the league, you would know about Uncle Pete.
Track number 13, I think. 13?
Yes.
Radio Show 2.
Duh. Yes.
Duh.
Oh,
Electric
shit.
Boogaloo.
Right here on WFNK. Time keeps on slipping. 9 in the coast. Still got them in our studios. Callers request lines are open. If you want to holler at the 9 and Co. The number is 555-FUNK. 555-FUNK. First call.
FUNK.
Hey. Dog, watch your language on the air, dog. Watch your language. Next call.
Next track is Bumpin' Bushes. It just sounds dirty.
They got him in the house. Come on, Nigga Style Record. One time for them dikes. To all you pussy lickers licking guts. What's up? I hope you feel good, grinding on your clip for nuts. She ain't fucking. I knew that shit way back then. Instead of fucking with me, she went and fucked her friend. Is this the end, like New Edition say? Hell no, cause she still want dick wearing strap dildo. For real though, you silly slut acting stank with your coochie. Told your mama about your way. You heard your daughter fucking.
It was about 2 steps from being lyrics this week.
I was going to say, that sounds very Bill Reed's lyrics-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Track number 15, Baby Mama.
What's up, turkey leg? Well, that's my baby there, boy. What you want? Some ice cream? The pickle, boy, whatever you want. Some tootsies? Ah, that's my baby there, boy. Whatever you want, boy. Go on and get it.
Mommy, look what Daddy got me. They got me some ice cream. That's all that sorry ass motherfucker could buy you is ice cream. You take to get a motherfucking haircut and buy some motherfucking clothes. Sorry ass, cheap ass, low down, dirty ass motherfucker. You good for nothing ass bitch. Fuck you.
Get out your seat and get your ass in gear. This one about my baby mama and don't speak to her when you see her.
Track number 16, I guess is a title track as well. It's the title of the group. It's just called Trey 6.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing. You asking who the fuck I be? I be the N-I to the N-E. Style be going loco, but coming by the plenty. Ask anybody from the SFL. Who rocks the mic and who does it well? Let me count my props to this.
Slick Rick. Oh.
Track number 17, How It Used to Be.
Mm-hmm. See, looking at my coochie, it's about that time.
Gross. Track number 18, Take a Puff.
I take a puff. Giving me a brain massage of a menage.
Seems appropriate as we're recording on 420.
Yes. Track number 19, Graveyard Shift.
Yeah. Trey +6, we in here. All my niggas in the game.
good fellas, street dwellers, spot sellers. Thanks to the game, I'm getting shit I never had.
Track number 20, Nickels and Dimes.
Backs.
Coriano beat that motherfucker, man. Tell him this shit ain't coming back, dog. Alright, give it time, man. Give it time. Man, this shit been in there for 10 motherfucking minutes. Yeah. This shit should have been home. Man, pour a little bit of water. Put a little bit of water back on. Man, I'm telling you, man, this shit ain't coming back. Damn.
Chuck E. Cheese niggas talk shit before they bust. Baby niggas, they suck on their thumbs thinking about us for clues. Oh shit, man.
Clues. Clues. Is that DJ Clues?
Track number 21.
Yep.
Rescue 911.
Lieutenant Dangle. I thought I was going back to Cali for a second.
I did too. I was going to say that anthem there.
A nigga shot another over rocks, and one got shot.
Track number 22. All that.
And all that, and all that.
And all that, and all that.
If you knew the Trey in about 1988, you should know damn well that my pockets wasn't straight. So why you didn't speak until about 9 years later? You see me on Rap City, I guess you caught the papers like the beers. But please don't hold your breath, I'm still cold. I never had no car, I never fucked no hoes, now I'm major. Just cause I'm saying two words that match, ain't no more money in my pockets than it's hell underneath your hat. Get back, like you did when I was washing cars, begging the church to give me food, stealing out your yard, a nigga was scarred. Like my nigga Trick, but you don't understand like G-Mob.
Track number 23. We had an in tray. Now we got an out tray.
eBay. All that by the 9 and Co. And I gotta say that is all that because it's time for me to sign off. Get out of here. I'd like to say thanks to the 9 and Co. for stopping by our radio stations today. Before I get out of here, let me read off my birthday list. Like to say happy birthday to one Cleveland G and Tashika Harris. Happy birthday to you. Also 2 times for the boys down there at IBM, Savannah Dre and Red Man. And this is Chico Rico signing off. WFNK, the station that plays that bomb shit.
Bomb shit.
Track number 24 is a bonus track called Life is Crazy Remix. And then I'm going to go over a couple of features on here that they didn't talk about.
All right.
And I'm wondering if one of them is why this was picked this week. So I will ask you after Life is Crazy Remix, the bonus track.
Why in the heck you getting nervous? Let's take a trip to the circus. Ain't no monkeys, baboons, clown fools, or balloons, just the realness. Mess around and get your cap peeled by some Buffalo Bill. Ill hoods back and still, cause it's on. So tell me what be going through your zone. When you come vacationing, hit the gas station and leave with your keys in the car still running. You seen them neighbors coming trying to run, but now they gunning at you. A victim of the welcoming committee, but it's just another day when you're living in my city. From the daylight to nightfall, it's no y'all but you.
All right. That is your one and done for episode 680 or 638. Mm-hmm. The reason I asked, I'm looking at the features on here.
Let me guess. Does it have something to do with Miami?
It would be Trick Daddy as a featuring
Miami
featured artist, as well as JT Money, Buddy Rowe, and Brother Marquise.
Brother Marquise, yes.
The late, great Brother Marquise. Yo, this Marquise, baby. Are you down with it?
I will tell everyone else what Bill just did there without even knowing it is what we call foreshadowing.
Oh, look at that. One and done for episode 638. Trey 6 with Tech Life. I got no charting action and I got no singles off of this. But it
not Uncle Pecos and Crambone.
It wasn't terrible though. I mean,
no.
It was a record that happened, but
right. And it was representative of the time.
Yes, very much.
Not of the original 7, but of the time.
No. Let's go into the record of the week, shall we?
We should do that.
The record of the week was released.
I have an aside that I was going to mention earlier, and I got sidetracked. And
okay,
who knows? Maybe I will cut it from here and put it in the beginning. Probably not, because that's too much work for me. Yesterday, as we record, was April 19th, and 16 years ago on yesterday's date, we lost Guru.
Yes. I think I saw that on one of the hip hop things that we follow on the Twitter machine or whatever it is.
Yeah. I would have posted it, but I'm lazy. I was at church winning a bunch of money.
All right. Let's go into our record of the week, shall we?
Please.
Record of the week.
Please, Eddie.
Please, Eddie. Released 10 days ago.
It was.
This is the brand new record from Snoop Dogg, and it's called 10 Till Midnight. I have 14 tracks on this.
As do I, and if there was any disparity, it would have been really strange.
Track number 1, not an intro, featuring Mr. Alicia Keys, Swizz Beats. It's called Step. My best.
Let's shut this party down. This is the record. Swizzy.
I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk. I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk. I can feel it when you walk.
Let's shut this party down.
I can feel it when you walk.
Swizzy. Snoop Dogg.
One time for the homies getting rich. Dollars and cents, I'm down for the quick flip. 2 times for the baddies and the misfits. 50-something years old and still with this grip shit. Pull up on the ops. That's LA Fitness. I see we about to step.
Snoop's unmatchable, man. He really is. Track number 2, Lied to You.
I know he told you that you didn't mean much to me. Well, that nigga lied to you. That nigga lied to you. I know he told you that you didn't mean much to me. Well, that nigga lied to you. That nigga lied to you. That boy is a trip, popping his lips, telling you that I ain't shit. That nigga lied to you. That nigga lied to you. And even though he said that I got you.
Track number 3, Slid Off.
Big boss, nothing near y'all. I'm way up yonder. Nigga can't hear y'all. Rough road with a near fall. Take a look back, cuz yeah, I had a good year, dawg. I show you how to get off. Baby blew the lid off. Now I'm at the pad, a nigga slid off. I'm too cool for you fools. You niggas overheating and you about to blow a fuse. Couldn't walk a step in my motherfucking shoe. See, I refuse to lose to you suckers. I'm your superior, dumb motherfuckers. Can't you smell me in the air? Every time you look around, a nigga right there. I get.
Track number 4 sounds like a third bass record from years ago. that Daddy Rich, featuring Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
And there's a good place in this world for money. Yes, sir. And I know where it is. It's right here in my pocket. Hey, give me some.
Bitch, stop counting my pockets.
Yeah, man. So I'm hanging out with this little chicken here, right? And she started telling me about how much money I got.
Stop counting my pockets.
About this deal and that deal, you know. All up in mine. I ain't got time.
Bitch, stop counting my pockets.
I'm $100 million nigga. With this gin and juice, play another 8 figures. You can add it up till you get mad enough. Swing, bat it up. Nigga, I ain't had enough.
Track number 5, Stop Counting My Pockets.
You just mentioned that?
Oh, I just did Daddy Rich. I didn't know it went right into it. So
yeah, 13 seconds.
Okay, so track number 6 then, OG to BG, featuring Kenobi.
Chopping game with one of these YNs, right? So what the YN don't understand is that before there was a YN, there was a BG. And I'm gonna run it down to you so you can understand game, young homie, because it's the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? Trip. I grew up in the era of G's and BGs. Half of the homies had hands on real keys. I'm not talking instruments for this incident. We sell crack in mines by the increment. Dressed to a TBG with a pistol grip. Play with the homies and you will get pistol whipped. Looking for what pad to stash and twist the lip.
Track number 7, featuring Peasy, called Dog What Up Doe.
Detroit, stand up.
Stand up.
Yeah, ghetto, smoking on lobster butter, eating on lobster tail. Couple shots of 42, I bet the bitch come out her shell. Polo socks and drawers on, LV cover my lid. Blues in my pocket like I'm crippin', might throw on the flag. I'm on Melrose in the Phantom, just me and Cordell. Black truck behind us, ain't no way you can get on our trail. Bitch know I'm the cat, she wanna leave, I tell her go ahead.
She wanna leave, I tell her go ahead.
Track number 8, Leave That Dog Alone.
You keep poking at the gate while you test the fate. Talking loud in the yard, trying to say you're great. You a pebble in the road, I'm a mountain made of stars. I've been sleeping in the shade, still remember every wall. You a peasant trying to wrestle with a legend, trying to tug on my tail like it's...
Track number 9, featuring Trinidad James. This is called Pop My Shit.
You put gum in his ass?
Yeah, man, time don't wait on nobody. Timing is everything. Shit, I can't wait.
I can't wait to pop my shit on a bitch. Pop my collar on these niggas like this. I can't wait to pop my shit on a bitch. Pop my collar on these niggas like this. I can't wait. Show up, show out. I can't wait. Pop up, pop out. I can't wait to pop my shit. I can't wait.
You know what he can't wait for?
To pop his shit
on a bitch.
Track number 10, 17 Rules.
That's a lot of rules. That's almost as many rules as are ways to leave your lover.
This is the story
not nearly as many rules as there should be
of a young man who made some bad decisions. Now in life, we all make bad decisions. This is one to grow on.
And that's one to grow on.
Yes, 17 rules is one thing. If you had 17 bizzos, that's 10 too many bizzos.
That is entirely too many bizzos. What do you do with that many bizzos?
Drop them. They popped their shit.
Like they're hot?
Track number 11, featuring Strasmatic, Bread Under the Bed.
Bay Area, Sacktown and back down. You know you get all the shit, all the slaps, only right here on 187.4 FM on your dial. Big Von on the air, let you know I got this one hot off the press. Brand new Snoop Dogg, Rick Rock, back at it again. Wherever you going, drive past it. Roll the windows down, turn it up. This one right here is one of them ones. West Coast, stand up.
If you fed up, get your bread up.
What's the big old deal, man?
If you fed up,
get your bread up.
Get your bread up. But it's under the bed, so
got to dig for it. Track number 12, featuring Kenobi. No ticket needed, but ticket spelled very strangely.
Smells like
Right on. double. Yeah. Check me out. Me and my folks, we drinking, we smoking, we always have a really good time. You and your girls can come by and kick it, don't need no ticket to ride. Me and my folks, we drinking, we smoking, we always have a really good time.
Really good time.
Track number 13 featuring Sean, Louisiana. Long Beachin'.
I think I've been there.
Conferences be sneaking, reefer on me reeking. Church y'all hear this preaching, 3-wheel tires screeching, flagging, still blue ragging, Dickie still be sagging, gangster for no
Dickie still be sagging.
Still Long Beachin'. Every day of my life, Long Beachin'. Gangster for no reason, you still Long Beachin'.
From playing marbles at Roosevelt Elementary School to playing
Roosevelt Elementary School.
For anybody
we went to
who
Roosevelt
was wondering why we got booted off of Instagram, it's John's fault.
Yep.
Because he mentioned the Blizzard Man, and they kicked us off for using sounds that belong to NBC.
Yep. Last track on this record.
Go ahead.
QTS AMYAH featuring October London. Isn't that the one? No, it was October Gonzalez was on Beat Shazam, who turned a dial and said she was a DJ. I have no idea what any. I'm sure that's an acronym for something.
Sure.
They say you're only as good as your last one.
Cool. Then line these plaques up.
They like you only hot as your last hit. Watch this. Yeah, let the facts hit. Calendar full. Yeah, they talking like I vanished. If you ain't on death row, probably feeling famished. In the lab, they smell the fame through the drywall. If I cramp your style, then you should get some Midol. They throw sauce, I turn pressure into diamonds. Keep your
That's
mouth
it. If I cramp your style, you should get some Midol.
It's pretty funny, actually. Did we figure out what that acronym is?
No.
I'm sure it comes up later in the song.
Sure.
But that is your record of the week for episode 638, 10 till midnight by Snoop
see that.
Dogg. And let's see what the lyrics say to this.
It says,
quit talking shit and make you a hit.
Well, there you go.
That's what that stands for. There you go. See, now we know. That is your record of the week for episode 638. Snoop Dogg with 10 till midnight. And your one and done was Trey 6 with Tech Life.
John said it was your fault.
Why was it my fault?
It says right on the screen.
You didn't have to put it on while we were on the air.
Well, when else was I going to put it on?
After we're done. Okay. Yeah. Well, boy, that's a segue.
Look at that.
I'll remind you who the artist of the month is real quick. It's X-Clan, Sissies.
Indeed.
So go check out the X-Clan catalog during the last 2 weeks of April.
And as I told you, I talked to Dice last week.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
And told him that they were artists of the week or artists of the month. And he was very happy about it.
He was very happy about it. Before we get to Bill Reed's lyrics, we will do an old to the new.
Oh, yeah.
Old to the new is from the man who said, yo, it's Bill's fault. The old to the new for episode 638, Billy Danze. This is called No Losses.
If I was down on my luck, I bet you'll be living in joy. Whatever rapper I build, you would probably try to destroy. Normally I got consideration when a nigga living on his knuckles in the basement. But I'm out of patience, ain't no reconciliation. It's over, you're a replica of a cobra. I know what I'm facing. There's places for the pieces on the board. Lines shouldn't be crossed. Careful when you swinging that sword. Assassinate the character of a man that really hoped you would win. In the end, he ain't mad at you. Overlook the fact he's the only one you matter to. The first one he extended the ladder to. Never had a thought of wanting to splatter you. When did you get this what about me attitude? Worked up to the point you burst. The energy has been cursed. The gratitude is the worst, and what's worse is when it's solid, you can feel it in the air. Don't question the blessing, the love is right there. I made a note of it, it's clear, I get it. There's no love lost, cause it was never done there. Listen, you lost your position. No more riding shotgun with them, you did them bad. You defeated yourself. You ever heard a nigga eat himself? I guess the money is the root of all evil. And the current for the currency can move through all people. We all equal till the armored truck pulls up to the wrong address, then it becomes lethal. Why you mad? The homie got the bag cause he worked for the bag and slightly upgraded his swag. Respected by the Shakers, courtside at the Lakers. Traded the 2-bedroom to enjoy the acres. You figure at the most he should be working at Staples. He shouldn't be the GOAT. Why he that close to the paper? He ain't that special. Maybe that's true, but the difference between him and you is him and you. You let your moves get stagnated, caught up in a dragnet, dreams faded to occupational hazard. So fuck it, that's it. You ride it till the wheels fall off. There's no wheels, it's been a bad deal, dog. So when it's solid, you can feel it in the air. Don't question the blessing, the love is right there. I made a note of it, it's clear, I get it. There's no love lost, cause it was never done there. Listen, you lost your position. No more riding shotgun with them, you did them bad. You defeated yourself. You ever heard a nigga eat himself?
Billy Danze, No Losses. You're old to the new for episode 638. Got that Billy Danze feel.
Yes, it does. And again, we talk about when you listen to this artist, you know what you're going to get. But if that is what you're looking for, that is all you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me Billy Danze trying to be, J. Cole. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear Billy Danze, straight out of fucking Brownsville.
Being Billy Danze.
Hell yeah. And that's what we get here. And the new album will be out next week, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And if it is before we record next week, it will be Record of the Week. You can guarantee.
Which reminds me,
yes,
we want to remind everybody. Next week's episode we'll be recording early. Mm-hmm. Jamie is doing some traveling.
I am.
So we will be on the air on Friday night.
Indeed.
And because I also will be busy on Saturday. Jamie will be traveling on Sunday. So we will be recording Friday night for episode 639. And let's take our final break of the evening. And when we come back, it will be time for Bill Reads Lyrics on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 638.
Yeah, this is Hakeem Green, Channel Live and Direct, DDP all day, every day. Hanging out with my boys, my people, my smoking buddies. Jamie, Bill, yeah, all we do is spark madism. Mr. Throwback Thursdays in the building. Hakeem Green, I'm out.
Yo, pass that lighter.
Counterclockwise, I rise like the sun. Now feel the heat from the rays of the gun. Shooting out the mental miss. How you gonna...
But it starts with Bill.
Bill S. Preston. It's called reading. Top to bottom, left to right. Group words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headaches. Midol for any cramps.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
Welcome to Bill Reads Lyrics.
following segment of Bill Reed's lyrics is an educational discussion of artistic expression and creativity in modern music. This segment may contain explicit or offensive language. Sensitive individuals are discouraged from listening. The views and opinions within these lyrics are not necessarily those of Mr. Throwback Thursday or its hosts.
And with that being said, welcome back to Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode
Go buy some micro
638.
machines.
Yes. John Machida. It's episode 638 back at you. Bill Reed's lyrics coming at you live and direct. BR's L's, as Gail likes to call it.
Indeed.
Let us
move on.
let us be scared, because that's usually what happens with this.
Now, I told you it was a bit of foreshadowing, and that's not because Bill's going to read lyrics by Brother Marquise, but Brother Marquise is on this song.
Okay, then.
Okay, player.
So it has been sent. I will slide this over to the other side so that I can see.
To the left.
Great album cover, first of all. Holy shit. Who are these people?
Look at this. Oh, my God. Scroll down as you can see, because verse 1 is by who? You're not doing verse 1, so it's okay.
Brother Marquise.
Verse 2 is by who?
That's the pre-hook. That's the hook. Fresh Kid Ice.
And verse 3 is the one you're doing. And who's that one by?
Dirt Nasty.
That's your group.
The Chain Swangers. Is that what it is?
That is what it is. And that is a super group if I've ever heard one.
Chain Swangers extended package. It's
an extended package.
It's got a penis with sunglasses on it. At first, I thought it was Humpty Hump's nose. That's not a nose.
No, it is definitely not that.
I'm already regretting
super
this.
Super group.
That's one of the words I'd use. So I'm at verse 3.
You are. And with no type of ado.
Oh,
Sesame Street, Grover Style, whether nearer or further.
Don't want to do this.
We'll cue the motherfucking penis.
Give you that robo dick. Lazy cock. Dirt nasty shit. And I won't bust light speed when we fuck in my time machine. Her skin is see-through. She sucked my dick like R2-D2. Bone on the space station. Grab my lightsaber. You can taste it. Digital lover. Boba Fett freaky motherfucker. When I hit it against the wall, look out the window and see Mars. Get these space balls in outer space. Seeing stars. Hit it good. Ask Princess Leia. Make that bitch scream out, oh yeah. In my flying car, I banged that bitch from Avatar. My pee-pee's in 3D. You gotta have glasses to see me. I don't care that she's blue, as long as she swallows my super glue. Too live and dirt nasty. I ain't fucking with you. You're fucking with me.
You didn't even
super glue.
That's what that man said. Go ahead, Simon.
Super glue. He should have just said super goo or something.
Yeah, no, but he's not that talented.
No, he's not that smart.
This album was produced by Jack Splash.
I'm sure it was. Oh my God. Hat's been on all shows. So.
But wait, listen to this track list.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
There's a skit called Splish that starts it. Then there's Freaky Motherfuckers, Plugs and Drugs, which is a skit, Futuristic Love Patrol, which you just read, Hot for Teacher, which is a skit. The Birds and the Bees, Steak and Mashed Potatoes, Ingve, which is a skit, Don't You Wanna Be Me, Baby, Babee, and Schleidenlicker.
Sure.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is not a Cool Keith production.
Sounds like it should be, though.
This is so much less. This is
so much less.
I don't know what else to say.
No, I think you pretty much encapsulated it the way it should be. Yes.
All right, then. If you would be so kind, could you please take us the fuck home?
Oh, by all means. Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 638. And Bill reads lyrics, of course, brought to you in part by...
People are so happy to be bringing it to you.
Friends of the show, Def Rugs, defrugs.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Def Rugs. Handmade, high-quality hip-hop themed rugs brought to you by the original Rug E-Fresh himself, Marshall Fox, and his business associate, the green-eyed bandit, Eric Sermon. Go and get yourself a Def Rug and enjoy a Def Rug today. Our good friend Heather Lent up in Schenectady, New York. She's the proprietor and owner of the Bittersweet Candy Company, and that makes her... She makes candy and chocolate that is handmade, small batch, different, and delicious. Go check them out on Facebook and place your orders at bittersweetcandy.com. Use our code THROWBACK, and you will save 10% off your order at the Bittersweet Candy Company on J Street in Schenectady, New York.
Indeed.
A little bit further up and to the west in the Buffalo region is our good friend Pumice T. Mendola. He is the proprietor of Melted Mics, MLTDMICS.com. meltedmics.com. Use our code MR Throwback Thursday, and you can save 10% off your order whenever you buy any of the pop culture and hip hop themed items in the Melted Mics store. Hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs. Pumice has it all. Go to meltedmics.com and get yourself some stuff. And MR Throwback Thursday is going to save you 10% off of that.
He does not have a Cranbone shirt, though.
He does not. Article number 7 tonight was brought to you by Super 7. Mm-hmm. Quick question. Is your shelf looking a little quiet? It needs some noise. It needs some Super 7. We got a special landing page set up just for you, whether you're hunting for any hip-hop reaction figures, such as the ODB figure Jamie had earlier, or the Mr. Throwback Thursday figures that don't really exist but look like they should. God, how cool would it be if they made them for us?
Well, you guys need to order more stuff if I'm going to try to convince them to make our own figures.
Yes. You need to grab them through us at super7.com/MR Throwback Thursday. Show Super 7 that the Mr. Throwback Thursday posse runs deep with classic beats and classic toys. Don't forget to visit us at mrthrowbackthursday.com and leave us a voice message. The homepage for the show, mrthrowbackthursday.com. Leave us a voice message by clicking that little microphone. It's called Hit Us Up. Follow us on the artist formerly known as Twitter. Jamie at @D_MR_TBT. Bill at Bill_MR_TBT. You can see it on the screen if you're watching live.
Yeah. If you're not watching live, you should have been watching live. You should watch live on Friday night.
That's also my Instagram handle. Jamie on Instagram, MR Throwback Thursday. Go check that out. You can also check out TikTok at MR Throwback Thursday, which Jamie doesn't like.
Not at all.
Apparently, we have the ability now to go live on that if we want.
Yeah, I looked at it tonight. I was gonna set it up tonight. It's awful. We would not be able to do it because we need to be in portrait mode.
Oh yeah, no, forget
which is
that.
Not going to work. Or if I put it to fit screen or whatever, then it only shows me. I'm like, we're not fucking doing that. So we will not be streaming on the Tiki-Taki.
Nope. You'll just have to, if you're on there, you can catch little shorts that we put up. But the better place to catch those is through the YouTube channel.
Yes.
YouTube.com/MRTBT.
We need followers over there so we can monetize our stuff.
Followers over there. So get over there and smash that subscribe button.
Yes.
And then click that little bell that notifies you when we are live and direct on the YouTube.
Our EV Mux bill is coming up due in 2 months and need to raise some funds. So if you guys could push people over to our YouTube channel, that would help us a lot.
Then we can all get paid.
Indeed.
And so can Evie Mux. And then we can continue to bring you shows. Otherwise, it's been fun. So go check that out on YouTube, Facebook, Mr. Throwback Thursday, and Home of the TBT Posse. Those pages have been up forever. Go check them out.
Forever.
Follow and forever. If you want to be a part of the TBT Posse street team, where you can be part of spreading the word, slapping stickers on light poles, or being a person on the street, hosting the TBT game show, such as Cool Keith or Gibberish, email us at tbtposse@gmail.com. Shout outs time.
Yeah.
Shout outs this week. Gail Dunn. Yes.
Speaking of Cool Keith or Gibberish and potential other upcoming game shows, if you guys get permission from whoever you're doing the show with to record them on video, and you send me the video, I will send you guys something for going above and beyond and recording video that we can use on our social media to advertise the game show.
I like it.
I don't know what it is. I got stuff in the box down here. And, John could tell you what he got, but he hasn't been to the mailbox in weeks. And but there's some stuff in here that it's probably been there for 6-7 years. I don't even know what it is. So you could be getting like an old stale bag of Wrap Snacks potato chips. I have no idea. Some E40 ramen. I don't know. But I will make the effort to give you something if you make the effort to bring us some video.
People would love that stale ramen. Better than old stale urine.
Indeed. Better than pass me a wild Ripple.
The old Chaka to China, the Chinese chicken.
Yes.
All right. So
what else we got?
We've got.
Now I've derailed you from patrons.
We got yes, I was going to say we got shout outs time. We're going to start with Gail Dunmeyer, of course, Manny Baez.
Making her return.
Sarah Henderson, John Henderson, Hugo Gonzalez, Sanket Patel, the Shrieking Warrior, Jennifer Buchanan, Jason Heath, Jessica Walker, Shane Hatley, Ahoy Mateys, Captain Ricky Schnarr, Mr. Cranky Pants, Brian Hollenbeck, the legendary Kevin Van Buren, Rob Jeffroy, who was nice to see earlier for a little bit, Kate Harvey, Catherine Liska, Jessica Walker, Wanda Calamia, and Gunther. They get mentioned every week because...
or more.
You want to get your name mentioned every week? Become a patron. Go to patreon.com/MRTBT and get in on the Loonies level or higher.
Or start your own show.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. Don't forget our friends in the industry. Check out 1980s Now, Will, Cat, and John, Anthony, Imran, and Rug Boy over at Jock and Nerd Podcast. Our friend Talking Ty on her webpage, BrooklynTyNYC.com, and her show, What's the Word Podcast with Brooklyn Ty NYC. The hardest working turntablist in the world, our good friend, DJ B. He is the proprietor of Fresh Radio and Freshtopia, and you can get the world premiere of each episode of our show on itsfreshradio.com, 9:00 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday nights. And then the remainder of the weekend, get the Fresh Radio app for your phone, of course. WildOneRadio.com, Thursday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all throughout the weekend. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all of that good stuff. Go find us. Subscribe to all of our socials, including the YouTube channel. Share the good word. Take very good care of yourselves. Wash your hands.
Wash your butts.
And until next time, which again, we're going live again this Friday night.
8 p.m. East. So if you're hearing this on Thursday, tomorrow night.
Until next time, keep it classic.
And like Cool Keith said, she can't breathe at the food court. Text, no talk. Whales need sport.
And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.